Hello, everyone, and welcome to the opening ceremony of the 2021 St. Louis Rapid Blitz. It has indeed been a difficult year for all of us. This pandemic has thrown a wrench into many of our plans, so it is certainly without hyperbole to say that the St. Louis Chess Club and the organizers of the Grand Chess Tour have done a magnificent job in putting together the tour so far and making sure that the players have continued to feel comfortable in making this event what it has been. We've had 3 great events already. We started in Romania, had a fantastic event there in Bucharest, well organized. We then moved on to Paris and then to Zagreb. And now we are here at the capital of chess in the United States, St. Louis, to close out this Grand Chess Tour. I'd like to thank Shannon Bailey and the World Chess Hall of Fame for hosting this event. Thank you so much, Shannon, and your staff. And of course, I'd like to thank the couple without whom none of this would have taken place, Dr. Jeannie and Rex Sinquefield. Thank you. And I would like to thank Gary Kasparov, the brainchild of the Grand Chess Tour, Mike Khodorkovsky, the executive director, and Tony Rich, who's the executive director of the St. Louis Chess Club, for their leadership in making all this run as smoothly as it does. We also want to thank our sponsors, Superbet and Augusta and Sasha Dragic, Vivendi and Key Square in Paris, along with Zlatko and Superbet sponsors in Croatia. Without their support, their continued support, this doesn't happen. Thank you so much for all your generosity. And now I'd like to introduce the gentleman who's been with the club since its very inception and continues his remarkable leadership, Executive Director Tony Rich.
Thank you, Maurice. Well, I can't believe it's been almost 2 years since I've seen you guys all in St. Louis. It's great to have you back. Welcome back to St. Louis. The Grand Chess Tour is a series of 5 events, as Maurice mentioned. We started in Romania, moved on to France, Croatia. Now we're here in St. Louis for back-to-back events with the St. Louis Rapid Blitz and then the Sinquefield Cup. The Grand Chess Tour players are comprised of 10 of the very best players in the world. They compete across the 2 classical events in Romania and the Sinquefield Cup, as well as 2 of the 3 Blitz events for more than $1 million, Rapid Blitz events, excuse me, for more than $1 million in prize money, in addition to the Grand Chess Tour overall prize fund that will be awarded at the end of the Sinquefield Cup. These really are the best players in the world, and we're so excited to have them here in St. Louis. As I say at every players meeting, I hope that this is the best event that they've ever played in. I understand that COVID kind of makes that difficult with all the masks and lack of spectators and fans to cheer you on, but I hope you have a great time here, and I hope you really enjoy St. Louis. Thank you.
Thank you, Tony. And now I'd like to introduce a gentleman who we have known over many years. His and his family's incredible generosity goes without saying. It's something I personally will say, I've missed the banter, the trash talking, the jokes that we have between us over the years. To not have that feels like it's not even an event without him being here and us being able to have that kind of fun. And his personality speaks for itself. I'd like to introduce, I guess, what did Jeannie call him? The Godfather. Since she's not here, I will call you that as well, Rex. The Godfather of American chess, Rex Sinquefield.
Thank you, Maurice. What he really meant to say is he misses the torture that he inflicts upon me, but I take it happily. So, well, welcome, players, to St. Louis. This is definitely one of my favorite times of the year when the world's best chess players arrive in this great city. Let's give them again a great round of welcome and applause. And I, like others, want to thank the staff of the Chess Club and the World Chess Hall of Fame. They work so well together and do a phenomenal job day in and day out. Tony Rich, the executive director, Shannon Bailey, the chief curator of the World Chess Hall of Fame, and Joy Bray, and all of their staff for everything they do to make the organization such a great success. Thank you all. I also want to thank all the people on the production side, the contractors and vendors, Randy and his team at Spectrum Studios, Kevin and his crew at Silverback Studios, and all those that make the broadcast and live show an incredible success. And of course, it would never be complete if we don't recognize and thank the three greatest commentators in sports in the world, Grandmaster Yasser Seirawan, Maurice Ashley, and Alejandro Ramirez. Now I want to tell you about the hardware to my right. I don't mean you, Sam. Please note our new custom Tiffany cup. We've been working on this for a year, and it's for the St. Louis Rapid and Blitz. It's made of sterling silver and mahogany and has enough space for 100 names. Once we fill them up, we will need to add another tier. I'm not sure we will all be around for the next tier of names. Well, I will be. And we look forward to the future generations playing in St. Louis, and I'll just let you know what happened. So, thank you all very much.
Thank you so much, Rex. Well, this event we've had for a number of years now, and this particular one, of course, is special because it's the first time we've been back in St. Louis in a couple of years. You do see that there are some players who we anticipated being here who happened not to be here. The challenging times that we have made it so, but we have replaced them with some fantastic players in their own right. So I'd like to introduce this illustrious field, give them a chance to stand up and take a bow as I call their names. Some of the stars, some of the top players in the world of chess here playing in this event, beginning with the youngster from the United States, Jeffrey Zhang. From Vietnam, superstar, just had a fantastic online event. He should be coming with all guns blazing. Lee Quan Lim. He's been dominating online play, or at least online Twitch play. And I got to tell you, he's been making chess that much more popular around the planet. I have to say that because of the great work he's done. From the United States, Hikaru Nakamura. From Hungary, Richard Rapport. Winning the first classical event of the year, and one of the top players now to vie for the title. From Azerbaijan, Shakhriyar Mamedyarov. Another wild card playing extremely well at the moment, looking like a world beater, Sam Shanklin of the United States. One of the leaders right now on the Grand Chess Tour, also playing amazing chess, winning in Paris, and just coming off a hot online victory, Grandmaster Wesley So. Also of the United States, I might add. From the United States, Lanier Dominguez. When he's not commentating, he's playing. The guy does it all. 8-time Russian champion, Peter Svidler. And the number 3 player on the planet, America's finest, Fabiano Caruana. Okay, Wesley's arguing that he's actually number 2 in the world, live rankings, official rankings. He's number 1 in our hearts, Wesley. We got that. And I will start with him. We'll have a little bit of a Q&A. If you have a question in the press, I will give you an opportunity to ask as well. Fabi, you mentioned to me earlier, you haven't been here in 6 months. You've been extremely busy. And, of course, you can contextualize as well as anybody else the situation that COVID has put us in. What does it feel like to finally be back in St. Louis and have the chance to play in this event?
Well, it still doesn't really feel like normal, but it's been 2 years since I've been here, so it's very good to be back. The last tournament was the last tournament I played here was the Sinquefield Cup in 2019. So it feels like even longer than 2 years. It feels like an eternity. But I was watching the U.S. juniors, U.S. seniors, and U.S. girls, and it looked like a great success. So hopefully this marks a return to chess in St. Louis.
I've been told that you can pull your mask down when you answer the questions. So, Shakhriyar, you come to this event one of the leaders on the Grand Chess Tour. What does it feel like to be here and have the chance to play these next two events to possibly win it all?
First of all, I'm very happy to play on normal chess board, not online. Okay, I mean, we will see. It's not easy time. Normally in my life, I play here, I go hospital, I play chess, I will go hospital back. I mean, it's life not easy now. And I'm preparing for tournaments also from hospitals. And I mean, not COVID, I mean, normal, million problems. And for this reason, for me to play in normal chess and board is very nice. And I hope to play good, show good chess and interesting chess. Thank you.
I'll come down here to the youngster. Jeffrey, you've played here many, many times, but now you have a chance to play on the Grand Chess Tour. What does that feel like?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's an amazing feeling having a chance to battle with these great guys here. And, okay, I have played in the last year's St. Louis Rapid Blitz. That was online, but over the board it'll be a much different experience, so we'll see how it goes.
Lee, you are getting this chance to play right after you had a fabulous online tournament. Get your feeling about playing here in your home, St. Louis.
Yeah, so this is also my first tournament after in 18 months over the board. So I play a lot of online, but over the board is much different, and I much prefer over the board chess. So I really look forward to this tournament and compete against the top players in the world here.
Sam, again, this is like a second home for you in terms of a lot of events that you've been able to play here, and now you're back. You won a U.S. title here. You're coming off a great series of events. Your feeling about being here playing in this specific event?
Well, I'm absolutely delighted to be back in St. Louis. I've been playing here since my first U.S. championship in 2009 when the club opened up. Obviously, it's the most premier event I've been to. I'm very happy making a Grand Chess Tour debut against the absolute best in the world, and I hope I can put on a good showing. I've never really been historically the best rapid player out there, but I did a lot of work on that over the course of the pandemic, and I guess time will tell if it pays off.
I'm going to go over to Richard. You had some trouble in the beginning. You weren't able to play in the very first event. You still gamely decided to make this big trip to play here. Why?
Yeah, I had some health issues before the event in Romania, so I was forced to cancel it. And basically speaking, I haven't played such a top-level event throughout the pandemic at all. So I'm very glad that finally I have a chance to be back on the board and play with the best.
I will go to Hikaru next. Hikaru, we know you haven't played any over-the-board events in quite some time. You've been playing a lot of online and a lot of streaming as well. In addition to the question of what it feels like to be back playing at the board itself, I'm curious what you feel your form will be like now that you're able to sit across from players and play against them once again.
Yeah, I mean, it's been 2 years since I last played the World Rapid and Blitz in Moscow at the end of 2019. And much like Fabiano, my last time here in St. Louis was for the Sinquefield Cup. So I think, I would argue that I think playing online and playing over the board are quite similar. I mean, I've seen Wesley do it. So if anyone's my inspiration to try and play well online and then return and play well over the board, it would be Wesley. And then just in general, I would say being back here, it's amazing. I think, 2009 was the first time I was here for the U.S. Championship, which I won, and just to see what it was back then, just small little club, and to see what Rex and Ginny have done since then, it's just amazing. And hopefully, when chess comes back, there will be a lot more events here in St. Louis.
Lanier, you haven't played that much that I've seen. You've had some opportunities to play in some events. What does it mean to be here playing in this one?
Well, it's great. First of all, I enjoy much more playing just face-to-face than online. And I played mostly online last year. So it's great to be able to play finally in person. Also, my last event here in St. Louis was the Rapid and Blitz from 2019. So it's been 2 years, and now it's different because having been living here for 2 years, now I feel like I'm playing from home now for the first time, which is also quite nice. So let's see how it goes, but I'm very happy to be back.
Peter, you are a commentator and been doing a lot of that, but you're also a star player, and it seems like you've been playing a little bit more as well. Put it in context, you're being back here normally as a commentator, but sometimes as a player, and now the chance that you're to come to one of your favorite places.
Well, as you well know, I was slated to sit sort of alongside you and make fun of all these guys, and now you will have an opportunity to make fun of me, which is less fun for me, but more fun for you, I suppose. But I'm extremely happy to be back in St. Louis. I've been coming back since that first visit in 2016, which is somewhat similar, as I was also a very last-minute replacement for my compatriot in that event. And it really does feel like coming home. I've enjoyed every single visit. It's a fantastic feeling to be here in whatever role. And now that I'm playing, I'm going to enjoy playing.
We will be making fun of you, yes. That's
As you should. Yeah.
Finally, you, Wesley, at least question for myself. You are sort of the man with a target on your back. You've done extremely well in the 2 events. You won one, you tied for second in another. Clearly, there are people who are chasing you down as well, so there is some pressure on you, but you've been playing so well of late. Your feeling about being sort of the leader right now, although Maxime is technically ahead, but he's played 3 events, you only 2. Dealing with that, but also back here in a place where you've had tremendous success.
Yeah, I was hoping Maxime wouldn't be here, but he's already here. So, no, I think, well, first of all, it's very good to be back in St. Louis and see familiar faces. I haven't seen you in a couple years. Also, Joy and Rex, and also the arbiters. Also, Jeannie's not here. I was really looking forward to see her again. I think the one with the target on the back is Fabiano because he's the highest rated. Also, currently number 2 in the world. So unless I overtake him on classical ratings, I think he'll always have a target on his back. Also, since Hikaru mentioned a kind word to me, I also want to say I'm a big fan of him in Blitz, and I spent countless hours watching his Twitch. So now it's very good to watch his Blitz games over the board also. I must admit, this year is very weird. COVID has really changed the world. For example, 7 out of 10 players here are all living in the United States. So it's a very unnatural time, but I'm very glad to play over the board once again. I think it's the serious chess also. I'm excited to play classical chess once again, which you can't really do online. So I'm just very glad to be here, and I'd like to thank St. Louis Chess Club, also Grand Chess Tour for insisting in having this event. I mean, at some point a couple weeks ago, I thought there's a chance this event could be postponed, but thank you to all the people for fighting and not letting that happen. So,
that sounds almost like a winner's speech, didn't it? Well, I have to say I'm happy that the players are here as well. Part of the reason why is because it's rare that we have the whole gang together, not just the players, but the commentators and the broadcast crew in one place, of course, along with Joy and Tony and Rex and the whole gang. Leonard, by the way, as well. Otis doing all of the digital work. Everybody's here as well as Eric. So it's great to be home. Let me just say that. It's great to be home. Well, I will first introduce my co-commentators. Earlier I called them legends, and somebody said I overstated one of these guys' credentials. But I'll call them legends. The legends, Alejandro Ramirez and Yasser Sirawan. Please. Yasser, are we going that far back? Seriously? Well, a show of hands, folks. With a show of hands, players, would you agree? All right, more or less. Thanks for that, yes. That's the kind of scintillating commentary you can expect from Yasser Sirawan. I am now going to introduce, once again, Executive Director Tony Rich.
Thank you. The most important part of the evening as far as the players are concerned is the drawing of lots. For the St. Louis Rapid and Blitz, there will be 2 draws for numbers. The first number the players will draw is underneath these beautiful replica arches that commemorate the St. Louis Arch. The St. Louis Arch was built in 1963, 666? Okay, he was there. It is 630 feet tall and 630 feet wide. That's going to be a really good trivia question for you later. Is the arch taller or wider? It's the same thing. In fact, this is called a hyperbolic cosine. I'll talk to you all about the math later on if you'd like. So, as we call the players up, we'll ask them to first pick an arch. Underneath each arch is the pairing number for the rapid portion of the event. In addition to that, there will be pairing numbers in the front here for the blitz portion. So the players are asked to first draw their rapid number and then to draw their blitz number. To assist me in drawing of lots is our chief arbiter of the event, Chris Bird. Chris Bird actually was here in 2009 for our first U.S. Chess Championship. He and I were the deputy arbiters under Carol Jarecki, who unfortunately passed away earlier this year. Carol was probably one of the best arbiters I knew. I certainly learned a lot from her and enjoyed having her in St. Louis every time she came. But without further ado, Chris, if you can join me up here and we will draw some lots. We'll go in FIDE classical rating order, which means we begin with Grandmaster Fabiano Caruana. Fabiano chooses the center arch in the front, and his pairing number is number 4. And then Fabiano, that's for you, yeah. And number 10. Next up to the stage, Grandmaster Shakhriyar Mehmedyarov. Shakhriyar chooses pairing number 5 for the rapid. And number 3. Next up to the stage is Grandmaster Wesley So. Pick an arch, any arch. Number 3. And for his blitz, he's got to tell us. Number 9. Next up from Hungary, Grandmaster Richard Rapport. Richard has pairing number 10 for the rapid. And number 5 for the blitz. Next up, Grandmaster Lenier Dominguez. Lenier picks an arch. Number 2. And also number 2. Chris, I don't know, man. Next up, Grandmaster Hikaru Nakamura. Hikaru has pairing number 6 for the Rapid and number 6 for the Blitz. Next up is Grandmaster Peter Svidler. For the Rapid, Peter has number 7 and number 1 for the Blitz. Grandmaster Jeffrey Zhang. Jeffrey has pairing number 9 for the Rapid. And number 7 for the Blitz. Next up is Grandmaster Sam Shanklin. Number 1 for the Rapid. And number 8 for the Blitz. And last but not least, Liam Lee. Let's hope that it's pairing number 8 and 4. 8 and number 4. Okay, so to announce our round 1 Rapid pairings. Wesley, you want to pay attention for this part. Round 1, we have Sam Shanklin versus Richard Rapport. Lenier Dominguez versus Jeffrey Zhang. Wesley So versus Liam Lee. Fabiano Caruana versus Peter Svidler. And Shakriar Mebiyara versus Hikaru Nakamura. Don't forget, guys, you can follow all of the action on grandchesstour.org. And the games will begin at 3 p.m. starting tomorrow, the 11th of August, and they'll go for the next 5 days. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Tony and Chris. Well, that's it. Now it's up to the players to regale us with all their amazing moves. I'm sure there'll be 1 or 2 mistakes that'll creep in. Not that many, guys. But we'll be having a lot of fun. As Tony said, join us online. We will be starting our show at 2:50 Central Time, and that is 3:50 on the East Coast. It'll be an amazing event, a start of a wonderful summer of chess, or a continuation, I should say, of a wonderful summer of chess here in St. Louis. Thank you all for joining us, and have a wonderful night.